Pastor Craig, and we're coming at day 3 where God is found. And we're using our core scripture of Exodus chapter 3, verse number 5. Once again, it reads as follows: "Do not come any closer, the Lord warned, take off your sandals, for you are standing on holy ground." And we looked at, how some things in life are there, and we don't, to be honest with you, some things, we don't have to seek after them. They're just there. And we talked about the sun, the breath that we breathe, and much like what God has done for us in our lives as well, He's there when we least expect it. And yesterday we uncovered that there are times when God, He comes to places that are very unlikely. And tonight I want to look at kind of the second thing that I found from this portion of Scripture as well, and that is, it's not only in an unlikely place, but it's also in an unexpected place. I want you to think about Moses and what was he really doing when he had this once in a lifetime experience that he actually gets to take off his sandals in the presence of God. He's gathering wool. He's busy doing his work, and you have to think about where he's at. He's working for his father-in-law, his wife Sephora, and is tending at the house. And Moses was at a time when he was a wanted man, and he was living with his in-laws. And you really think about it, he was busy kind of doing his earthly duty, his responsibility, much like you and I maybe are working from home or taking on responsibilities that are very different than what we're used to. Very much like Moses, he was doing some things that were very different than what his world was used to. It wasn't the palace. He was now in a place where he's tending sheep and gathering wool and thinking upon his life as to what's the next chapters that he's going to be looking at. And it's in that unexpected place that all of a sudden he has an encounter. I don't think anywhere in his mind or in his heart did he ever have the idea that he was going to have this wonderful, wonderful experience of being able to stand in the presence of God. And that's what I would tell you is kind of this second thought that I have pulled from the scripture, and that is, I think God is finding us in some very unexpected places. You and I are in some places that if we would have talked about in January or December of this year or December of last year, at Christmas time, if you would have all been talking about, hey, come April, we're all going to be living in the house and not really be able to go anywhere, I don't think anyone would have expected that. And I think that that's the unexpected place that we're all at right now, where God is really having some beautiful encounters with you and I. And so I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you where you're at, that the Lord is looking for that one place where He can get your attention. And just give Him the time. Give Him the time, whether you're busy working, cleaning the room, taking out the trash, or getting ready to go make a grocery run. But make yourself available to the Lord, because it's in those moments that He's really looking at having the encounter that is meaningful. I want you to bow your heads with me. Father, I thank You for these unexpected places that You encounter us, Lord, and we don't expect them. I would have never expected this place that we would be searching You in our deepest, wildest dreams, that we would be in our homes, sheltered, and wondering when the next moment it is where a little bit of freedom will come, or the uncertainties that we are all thinking about what the future looks like. But this much I do know: You are here. You're in this unexpected place with me, having a really opportunity of a moment to get my attention. And I think, God, You've got all our attention. I think more minds have been turned to You than ever before, Lord. So I pray, Father, that we would not only give You our attention, but we would also, Father, look for that meaningful encounter like Moses. I pray, God, that you take care of us and You give us strength and courage and Father, peace of mind, Lord. And I know that, Lord, You have a plan, and we just got to trust it. And I ask You, Lord, that You help us gain understanding in it. I ask You now, Lord, to take care of Your children, and I pray over them as I always do. May the Lord bless You and keep you. May the Lord make His face to shine upon you. May the Lord be gracious unto you. May the Lord turn His face toward you, and may He give you peace for the remainder of this week. Hey, God bless you. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we do another daily devotional, as we continue to look in where's God found. Amen. God bless you.